I think when it comes to Ant-Man also, that he got to get ready to not get those calls. So when you think of like the Chiefs that we just saw a couple of weekends ago, when you're the face of the league, you get those calls that go your way in certain games, and that's something that I hope he's looking forward to that as well. Normally, the face of the league win championships, and I definitely, so that's the thing that people are more so saying, why doesn't he want to be the face of the league? Because when we think of the faces of the league, whether it was Magic Johnson, whether it was Kobe Bryant, whether it was Michael Jordan, these are all people that won championships. LeBron James, so now it's going to transition probably into Wemby. He knows that, we know it, but you got to think about that as well.
Yeah, that's a good point too, because I think a lot of people look at Ant-Man and they see a lot of MJ in him. They see it in the way that he looks, they see it in the way that he dresses, the way that he plays on the court, that athleticism, that explosiveness. There's just so many similarities. And so it's easy to say, oh, Ant should be ready to take that medal. And the self-awareness there is very high. But that kind of leads me to my next question about that is like, do you think in 2025, in the age of social media, that Michael Jordan would be up for being the face of the league? Because he did a lot off the court like Ant-Man did.
Nah, not the same.
I mean, we're not talking about like, there was no Instagram. We're not talking about DMing people, hey, you need to get an abortion, or allegedly. But like Michael Jordan liked to party. Michael Jordan liked to gamble. Michael Jordan liked the ladies, all the ladies.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Like, it's the privacy that comes with being the face of the league. It doesn't equate to you not having that fun. It probably just equate to you not being seen doing that or not being caught doing it. I'm quite sure any person will have fun in that status.
For sure. What do you think?
That's a great question, Trish, because there was no Instagram, there was no social media, it was no. If you see Mike, he can't hide it because he's in the club and they're taking pictures, or even if he's at a private party, you see him coming in and out. Pause. You can't really base that on today. I think Michael Jordan would be annoyed, actually, if you ask me about all the pictures and everybody on him. Like, you got to think about this. He has so much attention without a camera phone that he probably was annoyed from time to time. So imagine a camera phone in your face when you're just trying to smoke a cigar or roll a blunt up or whatever Mike does in his off time. And like you said, the ladies, imagine that. So at the end of the day, I don't think Michael Jordan will like it. And I think my personal opinion is this is two different leagues. It wasn't about like right now how you ask Ant-Man, do you want to be the face of the league? David Stern doesn't ask you, he tells you. You're gonna be the face of the league.
Start doing.
Yeah, exactly. It's not negotiable with David Stern. This is the way it is, and this is what's gonna happen, and this is what I needed to do. I remember Kobe Bryant won an All-Star trophy. You can probably Google it. And David Stern was presenting him the All-Star MVP trophy.
Yeah. Hold it up.
And he was like this. And David Stern said, hold it above your head. He said, huh? He said, hold it above your head. He said, shit, David Stern be on. He's just no nonsense type of guy.
How do you guys think your careers and what you did when you guys were like at the peak of your powers would be different, and how you moved if there was social media like it is now back then?
Oh man. I don't even know how to answer that with social media. Like, there's a lot of things that I think we were able to endure because there was no social media. I think it would be crazier. I think it would be like, oh man, I couldn't even put words to it. It was social media.
Yeah. And for the record, Trish, I'm at the peak of my powers as we speak. So just like,
My bad. My bad.
Nah, you good. Don't worry about it. You ain't know.
No, I know.
You're talking about my music, though.
Yes,
you gotta be specific.
The peak of your music powers. My bad.
Yeah.
The peak of you guys' music powers.
Yeah, and that's in the cut, too. If need be. So we gotta be clear. You talking about when we was younger.
You gotta be clear.
Yeah, you gotta be clear. You talking about when we was younger and was first trying to. Yeah, I get what you mean. I just have to be clear.
Thank you. I appreciate you checking me for that.
No, I just let you know.
I know you got it still. Yeah. Like I know, I see you've got it.
Yeah, that's available. But look, it's a couple different scenarios that go into that question because I got asked that before. And when it comes to like, let's say social media, it depends on where you're at. Because let's say for instance, you don't have, you got the Mase and Cam or COC, whatever you want to call our shit before we had money, but we was rapping. So you could put down social media, but then it's a lot of other niggas who nice too that might have been on social media as well. It's a bunch of niggas but then you got to say, like, okay, let's say Instagram comes out when a nigga go platinum. Now you got some money, so you could do whatever you want to do then. So it's a different vibe. It's about when social media would have came out, what I could say to that. So I don't have a specific answer like May said, but it's about what era of my life I would have been in, to be totally honest with you. Because like, for instance, when I started the Diplomat movement, it was a new magazine out called the Feds magazine, and everybody was going crazy about this Fed magazine because I had Rich Porter on it, had Alpo on it, had a bunch of niggas on it with fur coats and Louis Vuitton jackets, and I was like, I got all that shit in the house. So then if you go Google the first Diplomat mixtape ever, I got everybody furs. A couple of people had their own furs, Brazzy, shout out to Chase Bub, Black. A few niggas had their furs, but more of the story is, whoever didn't have a fur, I put a fur on their back, RPK Slay. But I made it look like we all up because I see how many people was going crazy about this Fed magazine. I'm like, that's dope, but that's in the crib. So let me go get this music together, throw everybody in the furs, and that's kind of how the movement started, to be honest with you.
That's fascinating. Good to do for the whole crew, though. I like that. Pause.
Yep.
Pause, sorry. All right, moving.
Trish, you going
I know it's a bad day, but it's the heat. It's the heat in the studio. It's them treating me like food. I don't know what it is.
They wanted the ragdoll for the night.
They did. It felt like that. I was blushing. It was bad. It was really bad. I told Nick I don't like this at all. Like, they're ready to take me home. Somebody that I also wanted to get you guys' opinion on, who also had some things that he had to say during All-Star Weekend, and he was going crazy.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.